craftiest of the cheaters. Death or divorce? She really mind-fucked the shit out of me for like 2 years. Together 17 years, one little 16 years. I caught her with a mobile device manager on my ID. Managing, censoring my online exposure likely means she has content she sells, I'm guessing? Well, it was a journey of 18 years. I have much more nostalgia and positive thoughts about the journey than she has now. However, it is likely due to the fact she spends more time online than with me anymore. We got together when I was still a teenager. She was 21 and we swooned over each other. We ended up with a wonderful little one who is the brightest little ray of sunshine. There were some problems early on we both should have known wouldn't work for us. I have an affinity for social life and recreational chemical enhancements. She has a tendency to see herself as selfless, however she really only puts our child and her own agenda anywhere on the radar. I've always fallen short of carrying my weight at the house, however I always felt we had kind of a 60-40 split each way. We've fallen so far apart now she tells me she hates me. In defense, there were many mind games played with me. She is very intelligent in technical programs and multi-platform identities software, as well as experienced in account management. In that regard, I found she had my digital identity managed for, I'm guessing, about 2 years before I really started wondering why I turned into a punching bag instead of a partner. It is fairly likely she's had a few affairs and stayed together for appearances, as she's really considered herself superior since then. Beginning. Should have been a red flag. I was really bad for the last year or so. The clear signs that we were so broken. I wish she would talk to me or even write to me. I am going to be awesome. It will be her loss when I level up. Sad to say, it is a loss all around. If only there was trust and honesty, I don't know if we can ever be the same. I found multiple calls to other guys and searched, always denied, never once confessed. Even until the end, when I found 100% certainty that she had been monitoring, censoring my digital content and tracking me for what has likely been the spy games of cheating. Morality isn't something cheaters have. I actually see sarcastic comments about how terrible their partners are. Beware the trash talkers. If they talk bad of others, they will also of you. I will likely always care for her, but seeing how she discarding me at the end, it is pretty clear the feeling is not mutual. To the woman who believed in a young man, and gave me a gift of parenthood. I'll always love you, even though you were misguided. I cannot be authentic with someone who cannot accept their own truth or be accountable to actions and words behind closed doors. I'm sorry for my shortcomings. I apologize for missing some key moments. If I could take it back, I would. However, it's been apparent that you used all your positivity with others, only to be disappointed in working through life together. I wish you health, and she hates me because I cannot accept the outright lies. I believe the term is narcissism. I hate the fact I catch her lies and she will pretend it never happened. I think I know I'm just hoping to find some marriages in shambles, infidelity and lies to me throughout. Drunk, absent from me to her. Is it even worth it to try? I think I know what I need to do, but it's so damn hard. I, M33, and ex, F31, were together for nearly 8 years. In June 2019 her behavior had changed. Staying out late, secretive of the phone, emotionally distant, etc. I won't go into all the details, but I ended up snooping on her phone and finding the messages to the AP. I confronted her in the middle of the night and tried to kick her out. She cried and begged for forgiveness. I asked questions and got trickled-trugged, and ultimately decided to try and reconcile because I could barely afford the mortgage on my own. I own my home and she pays me rent. We also work in the same building and our teams often interact, so this was a huge factor in staying together. Things were good the last 4 years. She cut contact with AP after discovery and we really tried to work on our relationship, but I had always felt like I compromised my values. Cheating is deal breaker for me. But since I relented, that is what led to my depression and emotionally distancing myself from her over the last couple years. It just didn't feel right to let her cheat and still be with me. Sex dwindled to once a month and we could both tell we weren't very happy together, but there were many good times in between the lulls. Eventually she started pursuing her own agenda of running sound at a local bar and trying to live her best life. I supported this, but I was always apprehensive about it as her alcoholism had played a factor in her cheating, so whenever she would go out to the bar, I would think about her relapsing and cheating again. Ultimately that is what happened, minus the alcohol. She has been sober for over a year. The AP would frequent the bar and they would eventually start having an EA, which led to a kiss, and then she would start the "we need to talk" shortly after. She said she never slept with AP, but knowing her previous actions, I couldn't believe that. Long story short, in October I had a second D-Day where I learned she was consistently seeing the AP from 2019 and subsequently kicked her out of my home. She got an apartment not far from our house shortly after. The kicker is that it's on my way to work, so I drive by it nearly every day and I can't help but peek to see if her car's there. I would see the app's car there too, and I know what they're doing, which eats me up inside. We are NC, but the fact that I drive by there makes it so difficult to put her out of my mind. The app's house is also on the way, so the temptation to see what they're both doing is too strong, and I know I shouldn't do it, but damn, it's just fucking hard. What should I do? Do I sell my house and move somewhere on the other side of town, which would nearly double my mortgage payments? Do I continue to work at the same place, having to see her and interact with her? It's happened a few times already, so I just go gray rock and pretend she doesn't exist, but then I'll drive home and see AP's car her at her apartment, and it ruins all the progress I've made. It's really affecting my ability to move on, and I just don't know what to do. I like my house, it's affordable and in a good location. My job is great and I don't want to leave it because of her. Taking an alternative route is possible, but it adds 15 minutes to my commute, and I often get stopped by trains which can extend it by another 5 to 10 minutes. I know this sounds lame, but I think I need to hear someone tell it to me straight so I can start making the right choices. Besides those two factors, I'm good. I've already met new people, have a good support system, and am starting to live my best life. I just need advice and help from the community that has helped me so much over the years. Thank you.